Hey, what's up, guys? Today, we're coming at you live on twitch.tv/speedrun with a Division 2 70-star league race between Protoman and Xein. So I'm feeling really good today, excited for this one. And here with me on co-commentary is Bad Jonas. How are you doing today? Bad. There you go, that's the joke. I'm alone right now, solo comm. Let's get it going. We're just waiting on the runners to ready up, and then we'll get underway. So both runners are ready, and we're going to get the countdown from the restreamer in just a second. Now, for this race, I think we might see this one go all the way down to the wire, because both Protoman and Xein have gone for the high consistency approach in their game philosophy, where Protoman, not doing stuff like Owless, it's kind of crazy to think, but, a lot of people have missed it. A lot of people have missed it multiple times, and that really starts to hurt. So just taking the Owl is actually not a bad idea. He kind of knows what his limitations are and plays as well as he can within them. Meanwhile, Xein, able to do the hard strats as well, but also in his races choosing to do what he knows is safe and consistent. So really trying to eliminate as much variance from his gameplay as possible here. And starting up his gameplay, we're gonna have to wait for them to kind of catch. We're gonna have to wait for him to catch up to resync. And Protoman's just in the intro here. I think Xein is also an English version. Yep. Okay, so at least have the version sync coming in at the start of the match. Saves about 2 seconds over the Japanese version. And on the other hand, I think Xein is someone who can definitely take this race, but will have a bit of trouble staying as consistent as Protoman for the duration of a 70-star run. So we'll have to see how it goes. This one's pretty up in the air. I don't always say that anyway, but for this one, I think it's especially true. D2, you can see a lot of spaghetti. Stuff like Tippy, you can see a 2-minute lead get absolutely destroyed. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are, and let's get it going. Alright, long jump lactic skip coming out of Protoman. Xein lactic skip is also good, heading into the castle. Xein not with a good camera angle. I think he just forgot to press the R button, But about tied going into the bomb on battlefield painting. Just gonna start out with bomb clip. Oh, Protoman, a little trouble there on the text. Let's see. Protoman not changing the camera. You have to kind of do an off angle there. A big bomb for, actually I think that was a medium bomb. But anyway, they both got bomb clip. So out of the painting here with 1 star, we'll probably see them both go for Womps 9. Taking that slide first approach. And there goes Xein. Protoman not though, he's just gonna do Womps 8. Gonna try to knock that stuff out of the way early. Womps is pretty hard. A lot of high level players will be very consistent at it because they do it so much, but nonetheless in PB attempts it causes quite a few resets if you're good enough where you can't really afford to miss a cannonless or an owlless. Or who says 100 coin. Xein's got to turn around in the slide here. Can he get the backup? Okay, that's not what he's looking for, but it's better than the alternative, which would be taking the slide the casual route, grabbing a 15.4. Pretty spooky there. Xein was able to hit himself later on to turn around and then bump the sidewall again to jump and take the shortcut. So pretty scary. Not looking too polished here. Protoman starting off his Womps 100 coin. And, this cycle was actually very easy to make when you do what he did, which is go counterclockwise through the ring, where you don't actually do like a full 360. You kind of only run around half this. Oh, but Protoman gonna grab the shoot of the wild blue star. That's gonna be a problem. Losing about 7 seconds here. Not sure if he'll even attempt the fast 100 coin cycle, knowing that that star's already been taken. Because if he were to miss it again, that'd be about a 30-second time loss. So it depends on how confident he is. But he is gonna take it, or he is gonna attempt it again here. Not really changing the camera makes it a bit weird, just in my opinion, to look at. It's not like the sharpest angles to the switch, but definitely more than enough room for air to make the cycle, and he gets that side throw ball kick and the double jump kick very well. I'm actually missing a coin, that's surprising. The cycle is pretty easy to make when it's all the way facing you, so usually don't end up missing any coins on the ring. Protoman does have enough. And Xein going for a half cycle here, not as fast as Protoman, but since Protoman already lost about 7 seconds on his Wild Blue, Xein can definitely make up time with this half cycle. Coin on due is a bit sketchy. Protoman gonna wrap up his 100 coin where Xein is about to hit the island section. So remember, Xein's already done one of these slides, which is why it looks like he's a bit behind. Slide is just a bit longer. Okay, so Xein, not the best ending, but gonna get it done. And Protoman's only got Alice left. Or no, he doesn't do Alice, so he's gonna do the Womp King, then Fortress, then the Owl. So that's why he's coming up to Womps with, or to the chip off Womps block with only 5 stars in his pocket there. You know, the Womp King, not the most intelligent battler. Just kind of falls flat on his face. Lets Mario actually just glitch straight through his back with the ground pound, but there you go. So not too bad of a Womps from Protoman if he can get this Fortress Star. Xein here coming up to chip off Womps block. Going for the fence clip, but just doing a long jump instead, not actually getting a triple jump, which you would want for like the most fast method. Xein making quick work of the Womp King, you know, kind of making a fool out of him. Doing a frame perfect dive, gonna save a single frame there. Protoman gonna store an angle there, jumping into the owl, which means Mario will fly a bit more forward when he lets go of the owl, so they want to let go about now. Okay, there he goes. Okay, so Protoman wrapping up Womps with like a, was that like a 610? Not too shabby, considering he got the Wild Blue Star. And Xein also not going for Alice, so he's going to be taking the consistency approach. Gonna lose about 4 seconds here, but if you missed Alice, you'd lose about 8, so it's almost like a 50-50, where if you think it's more than 50% likely that you wouldn't get Alice the first time, then there's absolutely no reason you try to do it in a race. And if you are thinking like you're 3/4 consistent, it's not that bad of an idea to take a 4-second time loss. So Xein gonna be wrapping up with about a 7-minute-ish time, so not the best. You know, Protoman slightly ahead. Heading into the second side, so we'll I think they're about 5 seconds apart, so not too much here. Xein, you know, things like half cycle slowed him down a little bit. So how's everybody doing today? 12-8 from Protoman. I'm going to say Xein's going to nab a 12-9. Oh, but he hits the wall. That's going to kind of kill a 12 for him there. 13-5 is the final time. Okay, so here we go. Protoman in the wing cap. Xein about to join him. My speed's a bit framey, but it seems like Protoman missed the bottom twins, so having to double back at the end. Xein going into Mario Cam there to grab the first 2 coins. A bit interesting of a strategical decision. Also, not going for any big arcs. Protoman gonna lose some time with slower flying, but Xein, you know, not feeling very ambitious either. Oh, pretty good ending though from Xein, getting the brush off of the castle battlement to roll out on the Switch, so definitely saving time over Protoman there. So good stuff. Dark World is a bit of a kicker. You know, usually people will be able to pull out a decent chick cycle, but it's not always easy. There are plenty of things that can go wrong. Even if you've done it a lot before. Protoman also, I don't know why he does this, but he tries to long jump instantly and land on the first level of ground where he saw Xein run a couple frames to land on the second one. So he's really pushing his timing there to not save any frames at all, really. Especially just going for Shig, there's really no point at all. And Protoman, I think he got amped or something. Oh, can he still get this cycle? Yes, he can. Interesting camera angles from Protoman got to do 2 long jumps, making me sweat a little bit. But Xein's caught up a little bit in the meantime as well. Gonna grab his 8 coins, spawning the star. Just Protoman star animation finishes. Protoman also the forward camera angle, just trusting muscle memory on the input on the wall kick inputs, and Xein with double firsties. So pretty close. Pretty close indeed. And 2 good throws. Now, if I'm Protoman, you know, I'm probably not expecting much better than what he got. Like, obviously you can be a little bit better than like a 10-20. But you know, I'm not worrying. I'm not feeling like I'm losing control of the run at all. This is just kind of what you expected. You're not gonna try to bust out a super fast Womps. So Xein here made up a little bit of time in Dark World, but Protoman still has the lead. But I'm actually going for the fast strat here. Same with Xein, getting a nice grab on the wing cap box. Oh, but he's dropped the triple jump! Xein has opportunity to make it in the lead. Can Protoman even make it up? I don't think he can. He's gonna have to go for the backup here. Ooh, that's bad. He's missed a wall kick. And Xein is back in the lead. Kinda crazy. And Xein's entering Kulku Mountain with a pretty solid lead. We've got 10 seconds or so. So the first big mistake of the run comes out of Protoman in Sky Jump. And it was a pretty silly way to lose all that time anyway. Just a poorly timed A press. Xein very safe for wall kicks will work, not even risking the backflip wall kick. In my opinion, it's not that hard of a strat, but you know, I'll forgive you if you want to take it easy. Protoman missing the penguin. That little guy's slippery. Oh wait, did he get it? I guess his feet is just not too smooth for me out here in the Discord call. And Xein coming up to the penguin now. You know, you got some good gloves on today, I guess. Mario Cam lag reduction as well, gonna save a couple frames. There you go, so gonna help out the mama penguin. Get a nice yellow star in return. And Protoman gonna save some time with this back to the ball. He's so far away! Can he land it? Okay, yes he does. I didn't really like the backflip spot. Usually you want to be a bit closer to the edge. For Protoman, he was able to adjust accordingly. Xein doing some Mario Cam action here. I'm not exactly sure, but maybe it helps. If not, he likes pressing that R button, what can I say? If you wanted to just press the button randomly, you press the L button, it doesn't do anything. So I assume he had some intention to be in Mario Cam at certain points, but he's just kind of flickering back and forth. Kind of funny to watch. You know, watching the leisurely slide here, grabbing 17 initial coins, but then a steep fall to the bottom of the level to take the warp here. But a safety red going to come out of Xein. I think that's a good decision. Protoman probably will grab the safety red too, but Xein cannot find this warp. And safety red coming out of Protoman, and he's in the chimney, so pretty close still. And I don't think either of them are going to miss more than 3 coins on the slide. Wait a minute. Where did Protoman miss coins? He can only miss 1. And all eyes on Protoman here. Xein's done pretty well for himself, but Protoman might have to slow down a little bit, make sure he can grab this whole line of 5, which he does. Staying ahead of the Penguin though. Gonna still have his spare to miss at the end if he so chooses. But you can still make the long jump with 86 coins. There you go, Xein grabbing his 100 coin star. And Protoman as well. This is not a bad race from either of them. You know, Protoman is only behind because of his sky jump mistake. And if you look at that, you know, just the virtue of consistency, not giving yourself anything too challenging. You know, you could get the hard strat, you know, maybe 75% of the time, maybe even 90%, but you know, about 18 stars in, no major mistakes coming out of Xein, except maybe the slide was only a couple seconds, couple things in womps, but not that much. And I'll appreciate the route synergy as we continue forward in this race here. Xein up to Big Boo's balcony. Protoman almost didn't clip the fence. I thought he was gonna bonk with that angle, but he made it up. Xein dispatching of the Big Boo on the balcony. You know, I always kind of joke, it'd be kind of nice if you could just do like a bunch of wall kicks to get up there. You won't even have to go through the house. Would save like a huge amount of time. Well, you know, Chad talking about Odyssey, not too interested in watching Protoman versus Xein. You know, can't wait to see in the end game if we actually get an explosive race to come out. Like, this is not bad. If you just want to watch 2 players pretty even in skill level, you know, just trying to beat the other, this is where you want to be. If you only want to watch Cheese versus Punkey, fair enough, but Protoman and Xein going down to basement at pretty much the same time. Xein coming up on Mips. First grab is successful. The bunny is really slow on English for the first one at least. And Protoman gonna get his grab as well. Not using Martyr Cam though, so it looks a bit awkward. It looks, you know, kind of an off angle. I believe it is an off angle, but you know, you can get used to that. But here comes Plus, probably the only trick so far in the run that you absolutely can't ignore. And medium bomb for Xein. I don't know if this is going to be enough. Does he know what to do? I think he's going to have to kill that one. And Protoman also not getting his bomb. Gonna go get top of the pyramid. So just like that, Protoman's taking the lead. You know, 1+ opportunity missed. That means one of your backups is gone. If they miss it again, they might just go for the shell. Or they might try to get talons, which would be about a 3-second time loss. If you do it great, about 10 seconds if you don't. Protoman too late on the bomb grab this time. Xein, once he got big bomb, the first one of the race. Now, can he convert? That looks sketchy, but he's got the double jump and he's up there. Alright, all he needs is this ground pound. Not grabbing the star, he's in, but Protoman getting the backup on the Talon star, you know, really sketchy, but able to survive at the very least. You know, I'm always very nervous to see people in the process of getting that star But now I think we've seen the lead flip again. Xein back in the lead. If Protoman... Oh, Protoman got a big bomb this time. Nice late ground pound. And he's in. So actually going to be ahead of Xein by just a tad. And there we go. There's the sync. Protoman about 3 seconds ahead of Xein. Pretty remarkable how close this race has been. None of them have ever had any kind of a lead. That's a cheeky bonk from Xein here. Long jump strats coming out of Protoman for the Reds. Xein's starting out with the Volcano. What star is it going to be for him? And long jump lava boost. He's up there, triple jump. Gonna have to cancel that, go for the side flip. But he's got it done. I had a lava boost where I was at the very top, and instead of ground pounding, I long jumped. And then the bonk on the wall actually knocked me all the way off of the platform at the top of the volcano. And then when I fell down, I actually hit a rock, which took 4 fall damage, and then fell into the lava. So I lost all of my health like instantly. It was hilarious. It's a good clip. You know, Xein64 coming out saying that it took 2 hours to get good at this game. You know, good is relative. You can just be good enough to achieve a completed run if that's the goal you set for yourself, you know, but you know, this game certainly takes hundreds and hundreds of hours. And thousands if you really want to be a contender here. People like Cheese have probably put in the 10,000s of hours. Maybe not 10,000, but you gotta be close. Someone who just played the game so much, and then you wonder why he's so good. Well, there you have it. You know, insane dedication to the game. It's like an art and a science, you know. I should copyright this quote, but like, the theory is the science, but the execution is the art. That's about speedrunning, in my opinion. Xein here, grabbing some bullies. This lava land has not been too bad for either of them. Maybe not perfect. Oh! Xein almost fell off there, hanging on for dear life. You know, his bum's gonna be thanking his nice gloves for that ledge grab. I don't know where I was going with that one. Gotta dial it back. Protoman setting up for this triple jump lava boost, very easy. And you can see all that extra airtime that you don't really need, which is why it's so slow. But there he goes, he's got it done. And 2 more stars for Xein, 1 more for Protoman. He's extended his lead by just a tiny bit. And he's gonna skip that ledge grab for the bully though. Good stuff from Xein, getting that camera angle to line up. And going straight ahead into the star. Yeah, for everyone in chat, you know, you watch someone play this game and you're like, well, how do you do it? How, like, I tried and I couldn't do it at all. I wasn't even close. Well, I'll tell you about myself. I was worse than bad. I couldn't do like simple stars like shooting into the wild blue. You know, I couldn't like side flip and wall kick. It was like, how do I do this? What am I doing wrong? I'm trying to copy the inputs, but I can't. I just don't have mechanical ability, right? But you know what you do? You say, fine. I tried. I'll do something else, and I'll come back. And then a week later, you come back, and you're a little bit better than last time. And then you come back a week after that, and you can do it pretty well. I'm like, hey, I can get a 10 on this star. And that actually made me really happy. And there you go. You just keep on moving forward. So speedrunning is great for that aspect. You really take accountability for your self-improvement. And I think that's a process you can apply to pretty much anything you want in life. If you're not degenerating too hard on speedrunning in the first place. You know, I'm sure plenty of people in chat know what I'm talking about. But you know, it always is a treat to be able to watch people like this bring us some great entertainment. And a good race to boot here. Protoman and Xein have been just within seconds of each other this entire race up till now. and grabbing chests. You know, no major mistakes really to speak of outside of Protoman missing Sky Jump, but he's made up the time back. And he's in the lead. I actually played a little bit of Celeste, and like it's kind of crazy like what you can do in like 5 hours of practicing. You know, it's not like I could really transition from room to room or like pull off like a good IL of anything. But like you just kind of say like, okay, instead of just doing a jump and dash, or I had known about how to do like a jump dash otherwise, but like, you know, do that more, do some hypers, do some wave dashes, just knowing the tech and the mechanics. And it's like, all right, how do I go from here to here? And you know, you die a lot more trying to do hard stuff, but you can really accelerate from like a pure casual level to like a really good casual level player in just a few hours, so it's kind of cool. And Protoman wrapping up Manta. So yeah, if you're unfamiliar with SM64, the Bowser stages are completely the focal points of the run. Doesn't even matter what category, you know, 120, you know, it's not as big of a deal. But still, Fire C with Reds is probably the most do or die stage at a high level in 70 star, because you really need that lava boost. In a race, normal cycle would be fine, but those players really want to get it. It saves you a lot of time, and Protoman's off to a good start. Xein here not getting a good long jump angle, excuse me. And Protoman missing the red, that's going to kill lava boost. You know, Xein's still easily on for normal cycle. It's so slow, you'll see just how much the lava boost can save. Yeah, Protoman a little late. Probably can't make early cycle. I don't want to say he can't. Ooh, maybe. And not quite. So close for Protoman. Xein really trying to make it though. I think he has a shot. No, okay. So Protoman also struggling here, not able to get the good normal cycle ending. Gonna have to outlib it here. Taking a burn, this can get really dicey. Amped again, 3 HP. Thank goodness the flame wasn't burning, otherwise he could have been in the danger zone. But you know what, he's got it done. Able to make it out, both of them getting normal cycle. I think Xein had a slightly better ending. And into the fight we go. Look at how close they are. Not even 5 seconds. Halfway through the run. It's been like this the whole time. Xein not getting the instant throw, but not too bad. Wasn't really watching it. He might have gone for a half spin. A half spinner. I have to bring T-Hacks in. You should watch some of the races later on. Yeah, honestly. Although, I'm not sure if this is confirmed or if T-Hacks would really mind me saying, but, you know, Cheese has been really dealing with his hands lately. Also very scary if you are a competitive gamer of any discipline. Hand injuries are very scary and nothing to scoff at. So we might see him try to reschedule his race later. You know, because you don't want to see him like try to force himself to play when it's actually going to hurt him for the long term. You know, just look at Simply. He's taken like years, or at least a full year to recover from carpal tunnel tendonitis. Xein and Protoman working on that 100 coin. They're really close right now. My screen's a bit fuzzy. You know, this is a very difficult part of the star. Maybe not the most difficult, actually, but a good bit of wall kicks and triple jumps. You know, this part on the boxes can be a bit tricky. You have to double jump with a certain amount of strength. Otherwise, you won't make it up there, but you also don't want to overshoot it. You saw Xein here messing up a little bit. Able to back it up, but a bit slow. You know, a clean side flip looks so much better than all that double jumping. Protoman getting his last 5 coins. Xein can actually just throw the Chucky right away. He has a spare to miss if one goes flying off the edge. Good long jumps, and he's done. So Protoman a little bit faster, it's gotta be said. But here we are. I cannot wait to see how they do the rest of upstairs. But Dry World is pretty, you know, doable without a triple jump wall kick. Like, it's hard still, but not really, really hard. It's like tricky. Protoman coming down here for the elevators. These wall kicks can be kind of tough. Screen cutting out again. Protoman might actually side flip onto the lower elevator to get a better angle. Xein going straight on with the long jump wall kicks, so saving a bit of time if that was the case. Okay, here we got Protoman going for the shocking airlift start before top of the town. You know, usually you want to say that for last because it's pretty much free, but it is preference. There's no necessary order. Yeah, chat talking about Mario 3D World. I don't even know how we got on this tangent. It's kind of a bit out there. I don't think we've done anything with it in GSA, although we might at some point. Don't want to roll anything out in the future. Put him in, getting top of the town. According to, I believe it was Pity, rolling out at the top of that slope actually loses a frame, which is a bit shocking to me. I put him in entering THI as Xein is about 10 seconds behind. A small increase in his lead throughout Wet Dry World, but not much at all. Secrets easily will eat that much time. Put him in doing this in C down, going to be eating a lot more lag than he really needs to be. And Stream cutting out at a bad time, but it looks like he got through the hard part well, but not getting the clip. You know, the icing on the cake just did not match the flavors. You know, Protoman getting kind of laughed at by the judges on Cake Wars and not going to be taking home the grand prize. Xein Warp, great. Yeah, Xein, you know, had a really nice cake presentation, great concept. You know, it actually looked like it was tasting pretty good, but as soon as he brought it out on the big display, you know, it just fell over, made a big mess. Had to get the interns to clean it up. You know, not really what you want to see. Xein and Protoman both getting kicked off the show disgracefully. I'm telling you, Secrets, it's not hard. I mean, it's not easy. It is hard. A decent top of the huge island from both of them. Would have been about 15 seconds in the lead now because that warp was a really costly mistake. If he had just gotten up with a slow get up and ran into the star, he would be saving time for Protoman in this segment. But having to wait for the warp and then walk back on the like switch activated bridge, this is not good. Relatively speaking, Protoman has not made many big mistakes. And taking care of the piranhas, give them the boot. You know, it's as if Mario is just a portable weed whacker coming around to these massive piranha plants and just chopping them down with one blow. So, TTM, a killer in this category. 5, pretty difficult starters. Starting out with the mountain clips and log wall kicks. Protoman's got his first one. And can he get the ending for whichever star he chooses? These two want to see breathtaking view from bridge. That back up wall kick was very sketchy, but it made, he made it work. It makes do. Oh, Xein getting that panoramic view with the camera, always kind of fun. And going for the safety ledge grab here. But Protoman falling down, taking a swim, looking like he wants to be on vacation right now here. Protoman in the maze, not the best here. Xein has an opportunity to make up time, but Commentator just can't really see what's on his screen. Then also having to deal with the log rolling. Getting the ledge grab. Yeah, a bit scuffed, but you know what? It's not too bad. But he's actually made up a bit of time over Protoman in the meantime. This is going to be really interesting to see how the rest of TTM goes, because Protoman has still got this one log wall kick to go. And that... Oh, he's just going for the log. Okay. Yeah, it only saves about a second, so not the worst thing in the world to pass up on. Definitely acceptable in the race setting. Because you need a decent camera angle, and the only part of the log you can walk it on is actually the vertical part. If you hit the upward diagonal, you'll actually just do like a false ledge grab and fall down. Or if you go too low, you'll just not hit it at all. Okay, Xein here with a nice long jump, but probably not going to save any time with it, because you want to go like right from the third coin into the fourth coin, where he actually had to like stop and turn around. So only the breeze left for both of them. Here you go, Protoman. Beating Xein on the 1-ups. 15 lives to 12, not that really matters. And you're out here going to pace. Let's see some hype in chat for our first ever live competitive speedrun event. Tickets just went on sale a couple hours ago. You can probably still get yours if you'd really like to attend, but we'll still be streaming the entirety of the event here on twitch.tv/speedrun. So big moves coming into the competitive gaming scene. Starting out with people who have primarily worked with Smash, but also, looking for some more esports level recognition for what we do here in the game. Protoman with a decent snowman's head, going for the safe method, not actually going for the triple jump and sliding down the neck of the snowman. The snowman thinks we're like parasites or something. He'll just like blow you off. Xein, he goes for this weird hybrid of like, oh, okay, SL Red's coming out of Xein here. I think he's unknown to not do TDC 100, which is kind of interesting. I don't really think it's necessary to skip for consistency purposes, but I've seen plenty of people lose way more time in that star, even really good players like Cheese and Punkay. So, I'll say like this is Xein's game plan and he can do what he wants. Not sure what Protoman's doing here in particular. I don't think he will be going for SL Red. Just trying to get the ground pound on the box, gonna miss it. That's why I don't really like that kind of strat here. Xein with the nice speed kick double jump dive strat is saves a bit more time over what Protoman did. But Xein also going for like the easy slope method, where you just kind of do 2 jumps to get over the on the left side where the slope comes up to meet the wall. There's a much lower vertical gap, so he gets a second jump off of that rather than doing one big jump over the whole thing. So HMC, Protoman, nabbing this bunny a bit faster now. Had to give up one of his stars, so a bit lighter on his feet. That star's pretty big, probably weighs a whole lot in his pocket. You know, Mips also probably spiking his tea with Red Bull. Maybe we could ask him for some tea at the cake party after beating the game. Race world record for a 70 star is, I believe it's Punk's 4804 that he got in a GSA race a couple weeks ago. Or maybe it was like in December. It was something, yeah, it was in December actually. It was in the semifinal of our Vi.gg sponsored 70 star tournament. Protoman, I don't know what's going on. I just kind of see like the PowerPoint every so often. But looks like he was able... No, he was unable to get box jump, got an amazing emergency exit instead. The benefit of playing on English is I can actually read when I can't see what happened. And like, I'm reading the news. And on this day, in January, Protoman successfully completed amazing emergency exit, blah 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 blah. Box jump fail a second time. Okay, Protoman still maintaining a solid star lead over Xein, but know that Xein had to get SL Reg, which is pretty freaking slow. This is why you don't see many people do it. Shoutouts to Simple Flips. Xein having a second try box jump as well. Gonna have to roll out into the star. Protoman, Christmas Miracle. It's good. You know, I think that star could use a better name than Christmas Miracle, but we also have like a tons of way worse name crimes like Side Hop in Lethal Lava Land. Comes to mind. Xein coming up for his Christmas Miracle star, but getting a bonk instead of a wall kick. This can be kind of sketchy to make it out of this room once you're in it. Xein not getting his wall kick frames. Fourth try. Not going to be able to get the star either, or the switch either, but he ground pounds and is able to convert. So here we have Xein 1 star behind Protoman. He's going to be going up to Tippy. Xein has 2 stars left to go. Amazing emergency exit and watch for rolling rocks, which are pretty short, 15 and 12 seconds respectively, or 11 seconds actually for amazing emergency exit. Whatever. Oh, Protoman with the dive instead of a speed kick, doing a big LeBron slam dunk over the upstairs door here. Absolutely wrecking his own skull. Let's see. He set a new race world record 2 days ago. Did he? I don't think anyone's ever gotten a 47 in a race. Protoman lock 2 bounce is good. Can you grab the pole? Right on the way up. Big triple jump dive from Protoman. And he'll take that star, so well done by him. And Xein gonna be exiting the course. It's faster than actually running back up to the lobby because you're so far away. But not bonking into the door. So Protoman outstunned. A nice kick to conserve momentum. Safe tricky triangles coming out. This is definitely what you want to play safe in a race. Like, the fast strat has killed. Oh my god, Protoman almost dying. Not sure what he's gonna do here. A big triple jump to turn around from. That's gonna lose a bit of time. Xein can definitely make it up. But he's mainly worried about black to bounce. It's a good looking wall kick, and he's up there. Big help from Lakitu. Mario, 200 IQ, playing 4D chess. Here goes Protoman, swinging in the breeze before Reds. I actually don't mind that decision because Reds is like the least death-prone star. It's pretty much once you get the children wall kick, you're not going to die. But at the same time, you can lose a lot of time in other ways, which is why at a high level it's pretty difficult. It's not like, you know, at my level you just don't want to die in Rainbow Ride. This you actually want to get like a 23 or so. Protoman, good beginning. And nice clip to get the third red, but ooh, a little bit too far on the dive. In some cases you can actually like roll out holding like the right direction and actually get a similar effect, even though it's not quite as good. And Xein still only 1 star behind. So, oh, but he's dead! This is really bad. Now, the first death in the entire race. Protoman entering TTC now. And Xein is behind by more than Stomp on the Thwomp saves. Protoman starting off with Reds. Very interesting star order here. Unless he was doing... Okay. Excuse me. Commentator trying to go hard for about 45 minutes, needing to drink some water. Yeah, Tama coming out with some sympathy in the chat. Please give me bits. I'll try to be simply since he's not here. Oh my god, poop in his diaper! That's more Pope Squidward, but still, butt jokes are the highest level of humor, and I wholeheartedly support their use. Xein64 on the Reds. Ooh, okay, I thought he's actually gonna fall down off of the edge there, but you know, making it work, kind of holding it together. You know, Xein's been pretty resilient this whole time. Protoman has not been able to get that much of a lead despite not playing that bad overall in the race. Now Protoman is going up for Pit and the Pendulums. A bit of a weird ice cream cone order, as has been coined by the guy himself, Pity, saying you eat an ice cream cone from the top down. Protoman says, nah, I'm gonna bite off the bottom, then I'm gonna lick the whipped cream and the toppings, then I'm gonna go for the middle. So a bit illogical. I think that's the word, right? Illogical. Yeah. Ooh, Xein having some trouble with these time limits on moving bars now. I have yet to see Protoman begin his TTC 100 though. This is going to be a bit spooky, leaving it for so late in the star order, because if he decides like, oh, he's messed it up after like the triple jump walk, he can't just go get Pin the Pendulums or something. He's got to commit to the whole thing. And he's going to save it for last, which is something that people will sometimes do with things like SSL 100, you know? Like the hardest star, like, well actually, SSL is pretty bad example because of how many hard stars there are. Protoman gonna smartly not go for a rollout there because he knew he was gonna bonk if he did. Xein stomping on the Thwomp here, not picking up any coins in TTC. But, going for the box strat, but not able to get it first try. And the second try is not going to be successful either. You can actually do a backflip here, that's what he's going to do. And ledge grab, so Xein chugging along in TikTok clock. Yeah, simply fired from GSA. Not enough of a Benny lover. How does it go? Like that? The Benny brew. Oh, is there a... I don't know how I'd make like a Benny sundae, like an ice cream sundae for Benny. If anyone's got like a text emote that they can whip out for that, you know, I'll give you 5 bits. Commentator has nothing to give out, doesn't even have bits, doesn't really watch ads on Twitch. Kind of just mooches off of the everything that's free. The power, but Xein falling all the way down and he's dead. I can't understand what happened right now. I didn't ever actually see his mistake. Protoman though was able to get a pretty solid TikTok clock 100, and he is coming huge in Tippy right now. Really no mistakes to speak of. This is the kind of gameplay you want to see from a guy who bases his game around consistency. Sign taking care of Reds, but he's got 2 more stars left afterwards, or at least 1 more star and Toad. I believe he saved Toad for after. I'm not sure what he needs. I think it might be like get a hand. Not sure. Protoman is actually on a 50 pace, if you can believe that. Pretty solid. I believe his PB is a 50 as well. Well, I'm Commentator gonna pull this up real quick because I did not have this written down. I usually do my research. I was actually trying to do some Discord call with college folks working on a project. Protoman in bits, so let's get the hype going in chat. Clocks in the chat here. Protoman potentially on PB pace. I'm going to check the books on that real quick. Protoman. And he's off to an okay start. I should have it written down somewhere else. Okay, Protoman, stationary left side triple jump wall kick, and he's up there, really consistent with the things he chooses to do. Protoman, maybe not on PB pace after all. I believe it is a 50, which should be kind of dead now with not taking that long jump. But yeah, low 51 potential. It's never over till it's over. I never actually wrote down his PB. Protoman in the throws now. First one is successful. Taking a long time to regrab the Xein, only now entering bits, still on a 52 pace. Second throw from Protoman is good. Can he hit 3 for 3 perfect throws? And there it is, Protoman. Slow it and steady does in fact win the race, and a low 51 is going to win you a lot of races in D2, considering a lot of people in this league have PBs in the 51 range. So there you have it, Protoman showing that you don't have to bust out all the strats to get a good time. Pretty impressive. Yeah, I can't believe I actually didn't write down Protoman's PB. I've mentioned Protoman, like, I have a commentary doc, and I've typed in Protoman, there were like 7 entries. Crash Turtle, that was not a terrible attempt for that Angry Jack emote. Not quite what I was looking for. Not enough Binny, but pretty close. I'll give you brownie points for that one. Why is Fur's channel, like Fur the Odyssey Runner, simply 35? I thought it was like simply as in the big simp, but it's Fur as in the 35 simp. You know, maybe number 1 in our hearts though. I don't know. Big simp is kind of big in my heart. No homo. Xein, you know, probably gonna be happy with this. 52-18, almost a PB. His PB is only about 3 seconds better. Oh my god. I was talking about Protoman possibly being on pace, but Xein here pulling out with a death. But hello Xein, you know,
hey,
commiserations on the loss, but to be honest, Protoman pulling out a 51-08 and you almost getting a PB, I think that's something to be happy about with how you played.
yeah, I played, for my standards, I played like a god. I was like on the 51 pace entering RR, but yeah, I died.
Hello Protoman, congratulations on the win and a hello 51. That's a pretty good race time. At least that's gonna go far in D2. How do you think you played?
I think I played pretty well. It was really close, right? Like the whole race, pretty.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you kind of pulled away in Tippy, but like the whole upstairs, like you were maybe like 15 seconds ahead.
Yeah, dude. I like checked like every few minutes, and I just wanted to be able to breathe, but I couldn't because like Xein was always right there. I was just like, oh my god, it's so intense.
That's what we want to see. So thanks for the great game.
Hey, Thanks, guys. GG, Zine.
GG, Protoman.
So, oh, Proman left the call then. Xein, also left the call. I was gonna ask him a couple more questions, but understandable. You know, gonna get about his day. Maybe actually grab a PB as well. You know, I think Xein's definitely capable of getting maybe a 51, like a mid 51-ish. I don't think we're running late specifically. T-Hags can mention that. But I think this is a really great race to watch. It shows kind of the potential of D2 for having either runners who will try to play above their level of comfort and try to go real hard and drop spaghetti all over the place. It's a war, it's a battle. And then you have Protoman versus Xein, players who did really well for their kind of PB and ability level at the moment. You know, Xein's improving, obviously. And, you know, just because he lost doesn't mean he should be disappointed. So I think we have a lot to see from Protoman and Xein going forward in the league. And on our schedule, we have the Mario Odyssey tasks live results coming up next. Mario Odyssey task results, you know, pretty fun to watch. I always see people in there like, did I get top 10? Did I get top 10? So like, you know, obviously they'll be coming out to watch this one happen, but I think you guys might want to stick around too. It's just like a very small section of movement that, I mean, it is just a task, but they break it down into a manageable section to just repeat and repeat until you get as good as you want it. So a pretty cool concept that happens in SM64 as well, and I believe we do the tasks on this channel as well for the most part. So I think with that, I think we can go to intermission. You know, thank you all for watching. Definitely stick around. We have Liam King versus Benji coming up later in Mario 64, if that is the game you want to see. But we have all sorts of games coming up today. MKDD, Optimistic Emo versus Outer Halo. Celeste, we have TGH versus Scribblord, and Chai Kitty versus Evans fighting in Celeste. So all across the board, GSA bring to you some high quality speedrun entertainment. So stick around, and thank you for being part of this race with me.